So separating the ND, the NdPr, the dysprosium, which is Dy, and Tb, which is terbium, to individual oxides at 99.5 or greater percent purity is the heart of what ReElement does.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Mark Jensen. He is the CEO of American Resources Corp. Mark, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Steve, I'm doing great. Thanks for having us on.
Good to have you along. Really interesting news out today from another one of your subsidiaries. This one is Electrified Materials Corporation, and all to do with that e-waste that so many of us have. Let's take a step back and tell us a little bit about this subsidiary and what they do.
Yeah, so Electrified Materials is essentially our pre-processor to feed into our ReElement division. So it takes products in and recycles them, clean, and basically produces concentrates that then ReElement can refine and separate to ultra high purity. What's awesome about it is it's a division we started actually when we were reclaiming coal mines back in the day, figuring out how to monetize the scrap steel, the copper, the aluminum, and all these different products. And as we started building out ReElement, it was really focusing more on how do you access these rare earth elements and or battery materials in these very complex products like hard drives, EV motors, and stuff to that extent. So innovating around that supply chain.
And so today's news is really about making I guess, a breakthrough in how you do that and the processes around that. So explain the news to us, Mark.
Yeah, so this is it's a fun one for us because I mean ultimately we started getting in a lot of shredded hard drives from a data destruction perspective. So we don't get whole hard drives then, we get shredded hard drives. And so getting how to develop a process to take this mangled mess of metals and separate out those individual products. Sometimes it's keeping it simple. And this was a very simple innovation based on our tests and trials at our facility that we were able to create a two-stage process to be able to very efficiently separate out the rare earth magnets in powder form from these complex mixtures and then go through eddy current on everything else. So turned out to be a simple solution that sometimes you don't need to get overly complicated, overly fancy. Just keep it simple and try to make money and focus on making money.
Yeah, and then that obviously feeds into what you're doing at ReElement, as you mentioned a bit earlier. So what's the market for this? Is there a lot of it? Are you expecting this to be a pretty substantial revenue line for the company?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the number of data centers being built out today, so a lot of people, solid state hard drives don't use magnets, but the traditional hard drives do. And then a lot of these bigger hard drives do as well. So it's a pretty massive market as these hyperscalers grow and scale, one from the hard drives, two from speakers, and all these esoteric components that have magnets in them that are in a small component of it, but we can separate it. It could be a very substantial impact to our national security supply chain and domestic supply chain for rare earth oxides.
And lastly, Mark, how about the ability for the company to take this particular problem that you have? You solved it, obviously, but then be able to work it through other parts of the company in order to get to an endpoint. You're really starting to showcase how you're building the company to really have that supply chain within house.
Yeah, so from our perspective, the only thing that matters is producing a usable product that your customers can buy. And separated, purified oxides are extremely important when it comes to making new rare earth magnets. So separating the ND, the NdPr, the dysprosium, which is Dy, and Tb, which is terbium, to individual oxides at 99.5 or greater percent purity is the heart of what ReElement does. And so working upstream was where Electrified Materials takes these end-of-life products and sorts the material out to get it to powder form. Once we get it in powder form, then ReElement takes it all the way through to those separated oxides very, very efficiently. So the two companies work together to develop this supply chain and work with a number of other partners within it. Hopefully some exciting news coming out soon about some additional partnerships where we source these shredded hard drives from to be able to very efficiently deploy this technology, feed it into ReElement, and supply our customers.
All right, wait to hear more on that. Mark, thanks so much. Great to see you again. We'll talk soon.
Awesome. Thanks for having us on.
All right, Mark Jensen, the CEO of American Resources Corp.